It tells us, complete the table below by converting the given quadratic function into its other two forms. Other two forms. So we have three. They're going to give us one of the forms. And then we just have to find the other two. Class, how many parentheses are standard? 0. How about vertex? Factored? 2. In question number 1, they've given us vertex form. Here's my question. How can I go from here to there, or there to there? Well, let me do a think out loud. I want to get rid of the parentheses to get no parentheses. Well, to do that, I can just multiply. Because x minus 3 is really, x minus 3 squared is how many of them? 2 of them. And class, what can I do with x minus 3 times x minus 3? We can do the box. Question. Do the x minus 3's goes on the outside or inside? Outside. So let's put them on the outside. Darlene, help us multiply. Uh-huh. Yes. Correct. Darlene, if you combine like terms here, what do you get? Which ones are like terms inside the box? Correct. Uh-huh. So if you combine them or add them, what do you get? Correct. X squared minus 6x plus 9. Good job, Darlene. Ariana, what do I do with that 2 now? Okay, Ariana, help us distribute. 2 times x squared. Ariana, 2 times negative 6x. Ariana. Positive or negative? And 2 times 9. And class, 18 minus 32? Positive or negative? Negative. So this is our answer for standard form. 2x squared minus 12x minus 14. We went from vertex form to standard form by just multiplying. Let's summarize that. Hold on. To go from vertex form to standard form, we had to multiply and then simplify. Class, how do you think we can go from no parentheses to 2 sets of parentheses? Talk to your partner, 5 seconds. Roberto, how do you think we can go from standard to factored? Two parentheses here? And you're saying this is your answer? Okay. To get factored form, though, we're hoping that there's nothing on the outside. All we have to do, Roberto, is do what? Factor. And to factor, that just basically means do our X box. Okay? Now, before you do that, there are 3 letters. Partner B tell partner A, what do you think those 3 letters are before we factor? Adeline, what are those 3 letters? Okay, we are going to use the ABCs later, but before I want to even touch the problem, I'm probably going to think of class, what are the 3 letters? GCF. Class, what does GCF stand for? Think about it for a second in your head. Think of the problem. Show me with your fingers. What is the GCF? Yeah, it's an even number. It is a 2. So if I take out a 2, class, what's left? X squared minus 6x, right? 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times negative 6x is negative 12x, and negative 7. 2 times negative 7 gives me negative 14. Okay. Let's factor this. I'm thinking to myself, inside the parentheses in pink, what is my A and C value? What's A times C? Negative 7. And what's my B value in here? Right? A, B, and C. We're focusing just on the inside, which is negative 6. Class, where 2 numbers out multiply, there's your hint, multiply, to be negative 7. But it adds to be negative 6. Seven and 1. And which one of those is negative? Negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. So if you were with us for the first 2 weeks of school, we worked on that a lot, right? What does that mean? Our answer is x minus 7 and x plus 1. Now you might be asking, how come I didn't use the box? What's the trick? You only have to use the box when? When the A value is 1, you just have to use the x, and you have to use the x and the box when A is greater than 1. So you do both. Okay? So let's review. To go from vertex form to standard form, to get rid of the parentheses, I'm just going to multiply and simplify. To go from standard form to factored form, I have to factor. In this problem, I took out the greatest common factor of a 2. And you can also do this problem if you didn't see the GCF. You can have done your x in your box and recognize that is your answer.